I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak.
Let me ask you a question, boys.
Welcome to the show.
Yep, here we go again on the Freak Boy saga, the Epstein Freak Boy stuff, you know. Hold up. Man, he supposedly had many girlfriends. He had the girl that was pat his back, that was went to jail for him. Hold on 1 second, man. This audio's messing. She's still in the can. She threatening, let her free, and she'll tell everything. But she also said certain people are innocent. She said Trump is innocent. She said she cleared Trump, Clinton, whoever. She said, let us free. But now it's another girl that just came out. I mess with the Australian TV too, man. They be having exclusives. Sometimes they be capping, clout chasing people, and sometimes they be real. But let's get into this, man. And actually, she was an ex-student of his too, which is crazy. Oh boy, man, y'all know Bush. We got to check out this freak behavior and really analyze the game because they want you to forget about it. But these were the elites. Don't forget the elites. So let's get right into it. You know how I do.
Caught the world by surprise.
Bombshell arrest of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation.
Former Prince Andrew under arrest. The shock etched on his face.
Everybody is equal and nobody is above the law.
Questioned under caution like a common criminal.
Your Majesty, how are you feeling after your brother's arrest?
The ex-royal is the biggest casualty so far in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
That tell you something about all them royals. Time to clean house. That's what that tell you.
An unprecedented moment.
A scandal that reaches from beyond the grave.
This is where the house of cards starts falling.
As the disgraced financier's dirty secrets threaten to tear down society's most powerful.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
I never knew what the hell that meant. That boy never answered that question. He's Satan, satanic demon.
It's a serious question. Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Tonight,
his whole aura is creepy. He ain't had that money. Oh, man.
the unraveling of Jeffrey Epstein, how he conned the world.
This is not just a story about a supervillain.
How he became a billionaire and one of the worst sex traffickers in history.
You need to know the deep and dark secrets of everything else. It's just sickening.
And how the morally corrupt were happy to play and do business with a pedophile.
Breaking news out of Washington, the Justice Department just dropped a trove of new documents. The latest release of files is shocking.
See, this Australia, they don't give a damn about the American politics like that. They're going to just speak on it. They want us to forget. They ain't forget that freak boy stuff.
In its size and its content.
Breaking news, Peter Mandelson has been led from home by police.
From Britain, Norway and India to Wall Street.
Is this insider dealing? Is there stuff that he said that people could trade on?
From royalty to tech giants, business titans and politicians.
Epstein is a Democrat hoax.
The fallout is global as the world's elite takes cover.
My wife and I decide that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
I did have lunch with him.
You misled the country and the Congress.
They knew this all along.
They want us to forget, y'all. We ain't forget. Just like we ain't forget you certain popes and the priests and all of this. We ain't forget, though. They want us to forget.
We tracked down the people who knew him from the beginning.
It's here the saga of Jeffrey Epstein really began.
His brother. Joking about pedophilia, it's a bit close to the bone, isn't it, when your brother is a pedophile?
I'm going to hang up on you.
His former lover.
I liked him because he seemed to be the center of the universe.
And those who now wish they never knew him.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? And I'm not going to move on.
Yeah, you see, I'm sorry, Mr. President. Why wouldn't we still be talking about this? The elites trafficking children. Why wouldn't we?
Until we see some men perp walked to prison.
I think we're having a reckoning.
Is there actually criminal stuff in these files?
Oh, absolutely.
It makes you mad. It's like, why did it take this long for someone to listen? Who was Jeffrey?
Why did it take so long for anybody to listen? See how they like, are we still talking about him? They want us to stop talking about it. That's crazy. They want to normalize it like, oh, okay, it's over. It's nothing. Nah, they want us to forget, yo, the evil.
Who covered for him? What financial institutions allowed his trafficking to continue? Who knew what he was doing, but was too much of a coward to...
She also something. Who covered? Financial institutions. There's more people that got to pay. A lot of big banks that got to pay the piper.
do anything about it.
As an adult, Jenna Lisa Jones wants answers to what happened to her as a child. She was only 14 years old when she was led into a bedroom in a Palm Beach mansion.
This was me at 14 years old. I was a child. I was in 9th grade.
As a teenager, she knew what the world is learning now through the Epstein files. The man she met that day, Jeffrey Epstein, was a serial sex abuser of young girls. No one was coming to help her, and no one was going to stop him. Are you completely behind the release of these files?
I am behind the complete release of these files. This is disgusting stuff we're talking about. We're talking about children's lives, young women's lives. This is sickening.
More than 1,000 women say they were abused as part of Epstein's sex trafficking ring. Many of the victims revealed in the files. It seems to expose a very dark world, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's everything that you thought that could possibly, those conspiracy theories. This is just going to show you this is exactly what happens behind the closed doors.
The Epstein files are over 3 million documents, videos and photographs detailing over 2 decades of crimes. There are incriminating emails between the sex offender and the world's elite. Interviews with the predator himself.
And
crazy, bro.
What were those felonies that you played?
Solicitation of prostitutes. Not underage prostitutes, but simply prostitutes.
Yeah, but that's what you pled out to, buddy. We already know how that worked, you fucking scumbag. Yeah, homie. Left side, he said they want us to forget like slavery. Oh, damn.
Solicitation of prostitutes and 1 count of procuring a minor for underage sex.
There's evidence of the debauchery. As well as just how prized Epstein was as a key member of the billionaire club, cozy with politicians, royals, the world famous, and the mega rich.
It's sad because there was a time when money, and it's probably still going on, obviously, but where money made you basically untouchable. Morally, you can do whatever you want. Nobody's looking down on you because you got the money, even though you're doing gutter, below the earth, scumbag stuff. But the money make it look like, and that's the messed up part about this system. But yeah, it's sad when money make these dudes be able to get away with everything, and these people turn their head. These financial institutes, all these presidents and the elites, some of them join in too.
Death cannot protect Epstein or his mates. With his files, the most scrutinized instrument of accountability in the world.
And the perpetrators are being protected because they're rich and powerful and political donors to the establishment here in Washington, D.C.
Pulling back the curtain on the evil Epstein empire is Thomas Massie, a Republican congressman from Kentucky, who co-wrote the Epstein Files Transparency Act, compelling the US Department of Justice to produce the files.
This might not be the biggest issue in America right now, but it is the issue everybody can agree on.
When I heard the victims talk, I realized what they had been living with, the shame that they had been living with for so many years, and why this was another level of evil.
How big a scandal do you believe this is?
This spans 4 presidents, part of a 2-decade-long cover-up.
Presidents.
You know, we've seen that.
And you see what's going on. And obviously, this is Australia. They don't really give a damn. They're going to speak the truth. You don't see this in American news right now. I went through how many presidents? What?
Some of the richest people on the planet.
You heard him speaking on Obama. Obama just won't join us. He just don't like us. He golfs by himself with his friends. Why won't he golf with us? But at the same time, he probably turned his other, did Obama turn the other eye to this too? Did Obama ignore this too?
Have the lowest moral standards on the planet.
So far, there's been an avalanche of scandalous revelations.
It is extraordinary. After millions of documents were released in the Epstein investigation, it has triggered international and political fallout.
But by far, the most consequential is this royal reckoning decades in the making.
Fox News Alert, we begin this hour with a breaking news story out of the UK.
He understands that he has been arrested.
It's believed the first British royal arrested in nearly 400 years.
An arrest of this magnitude has no precedent in modern British history.
As the world watched, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was hauled in by police for 11 hours of questioning on suspicion of misconduct.
See, a lot of people is in the Epstein files, but this dude right here, he got charged with some stuff. Nasty boy. But see, who knows what's in them, because they redacted a lot of stuff, which is something I don't get. Why are they redacting stuff, yo? That's not cool. They redacted all kind of pictures and faces and names. Why? That's the sick part about this shit. They still redacted people that are not the kids, the victims. You can redact them. That's it. That's the only ones that should be redacted. Crazy.
In public office.
This is not, at least not yet, about sex trafficking.
Police are investigating a handful of emails uncovered in the Epstein files. They appear to show Andrew, once an official trade envoy, sharing government secrets directly with his sex offender friend. But there's more, from trading secrets to trading young women.
Apparently Epstein had offered to arrange for Andrew to have dinner with a 26-year-old, clever, beautiful, trustworthy Russian woman. And Andrew apparently responded that he would be delighted.
The creepy ex-duke was also...
You got a ritual. I would be delighted. They make it sound classy. When they really fucking scum of the earth.
Also caught out unceremoniously on all fours in Epstein's home.
These are the latest pictures of the man formerly known as Prince Andrew.
For his sins, the king's brother has already been kicked out of his royal lodgings, stripped of his titles, and now...
Yo, the whole royal family, they in turmoil right now. You got the one, his brother who married a black girl and bounced and said, I don't need y'all, I want this black girl. And you got this dude caught up in the Epstein. He don't want no girls at all. You want babies. Sick shit going on. What are y'all breeding over there? Man.
At least 9 police departments are probing his true ties to Epstein.
I have simply no recollection.
From former prince to president, Donald Trump's name appears thousands of times in the Epstein files in uncorroborated and often bizarre tip-offs, providing endless fodder for laughs.
Yikes.
Wouldn't it just be easier to call this the Trump Files featuring Jeffrey Epstein?
Damn. People don't want to hear that. I understand, but 30,000 times though? I get it. You know, he was in them circles, but 30,000 times? That was his homie. That was his, he had to know some shit. Man, matter of fact, he said it shit. Epstein, my friend, you know, he likes the girls and he likes them young or some shit like that. Like he said it though.
The pedophile and president were certainly friends, before a falling out in 2004, though Trump has long maintained he knew nothing of Epstein's crimes.
No, I had no idea. I had no idea. I haven't spoken to him in many, many years, but I did have no idea.
But a claim made in the files contradicts that.
You had no idea. So why didn't you speak to him in many, many years? Y'all was close-ass friends. What made you stop speaking to him when the explosion started happening? You said, I got to get away from this motherfucker. I know what's going on.
In an unexpected twist, Trump has been credited with contacting police when Epstein was first arrested on sex charges in 2006. Trump reportedly said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this." He described Epstein as disgusting and the financier's girlfriend and co-conspirator.
I believe she was like in love with him too. She was one of those like ride or die bottom feeding bottom bitches. She going to get the little girls for him. She do whatever he want for him. Just don't send me back to the courthouse or with my daddy, please.
Ghislaine Maxwell as evil, clearly indicating he was aware of their crimes years ago, despite saying otherwise.
I think one of the dangers here is that this entire process gets so politicized that it loses any semblance of credibility.
And that's what's happening.
I really think that most people here, their interest in this is not about scoring political points. It's about understanding the truth.
We are joined to find that truth. There are calls for the Department of Justice to do more, to thoroughly investigate the connections and allegations.
Salute the homie.
Made in the
cheat challenge
files.
Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure?
It's a high-stakes search for clues to the real mystery.
We know the answers, man. Motherfuckers ignored it. The elites, the presidents, the FBI, CIA, everything. Everybody ignored it. Yo, we ain't gonna forget though. I ain't gonna let y'all forget.
This man actually was, what he was doing, and with whom. Exactly why the world's most powerful people were drawn into his orbit. Is there any sense of
sick shit? I'll send you the link, Chief, if you ain't doing that.
Told you so? We told you that this badness was happening?
I think there's a lot of anger there. We've been telling you all along how bad this man was and what was going on, and it has taken this long. It's like, why did it take this long for someone to listen?
To understand.
Bet my nigga Chief about to tap in the cheat challenge. He been covering a lot of this Epstein shit too, man. We ain't gonna let y'all forget though. Sick shit. We come from the gutter, but we honorable people. We stand for something. We got morals and values. We ain't on this sick bottom feeding shit.
And the monster that Jeffrey Epstein became, you really need to go back to the beginning and understand where he came from and how he got there.
Snowy Seagate in Brooklyn, New York, feels a million miles away from the fallout of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal gripping the world.
This is the house up here where Jeffrey Epstein was raised.
But this humble home...
that's humble, I guess, to them. But I guarantee you, look that up. That house been worth over a couple million for a minute. But it's a humble home, yeah. He come from something. And y'all know he's under the Roth. He's a direct descendant of one of them Rothschild, whatever. This guy is fucking, they try to put it painted like he was come from a humble home. But no, it's bigger than that. I believe he was planted in places.
In this working class enclave is where the disgraced financier lived for 2 decades. And to understand how he clawed his way to the top, you need to hear from the people who knew him first, like his old classmate, Philip Messing.
When I knew Jeffrey Epstein, he was just another kid that was trying to get through puberty and hoping that he wasn't victimized by actors.
He looked like a geek, goofy kid that used to get slapped around a lot. He looked annoying, looked like he had a mouthpiece saying smart aleck stuff, and it didn't get on far. He used to get slapped He used to get slapped up for sure.
You know, I mean, he was really, nobody. And Jeffrey was a very, very good math student, but everything about him like had a certain, it may have been shyness, but it was almost a supercilious air about him.
As a kid, Epstein, known as Bear, was also a gifted musician, but his mates knew money was what drove him most, and a deep desire to escape the neighborhood.
Jeffrey Epstein, back at the time I went to school with him, told a classmate of ours that he would definitely be rich someday. But nobody could have ever envisioned that Jeffrey Epstein would turn into the villain that we now.
Yeah, because he knew, what was in store. He knew his family, he knew what was up. Nobody else knew, but he knew.
I know of.
He already sold his soul to that devil.
Victimizing hordes and hordes of women, young women.
Epstein's rise to the top was fast-tracked by his drive and his ability to lie. By 21, he might have been a college dropout with no degree and zero credentials, but he somehow secured a prize teaching job at Dalton, one of New York's most prestigious high schools.
Boom. How'd he do that? It's a setup. It's a setup. This motherfucker here is a plant.
It took a level of chutzpah that David Enrich, Deputy Investigations Editor of the New York Times, can only admire.
It's easy for me to imagine that he marched himself into the headmaster's office at Dalton and just started talking as if he belonged there. And the headmaster clearly bought it. And that is one of the constant lessons of the Epstein saga.
Boom. Y'all think it was him, but it wasn't. He had people behind it.
Over the years, is that the more information you get, the more questions it tends to raise.
The audacious ascent of the kid from Brooklyn had begun. At the time, Scott Spicer was a student, and like Epstein...
Y'all think because he ain't get no girls at a young age, I ain't trying to justify this freak shit at all. It's sick, disgusting stuff. But he ain't get no girls at a young age when he got older, like Michael Jackson. I'm not saying Michael was playing with kids, but Michael wanted to get that child experience around kids. I don't think Michael was messing with them sexually. But this dude, he just wanted, I don't understand these guys that go for the kids. That's sick. It's weird and there's something's wrong. It's demonic.
An outsider in this privileged place. But even he felt there was something off with the maths and physics teacher.
What I remember is seeing him in a circle of female students.
You knew he was a freak and you ain't do nothing. Now you want to speak on it now. It's too late, man. You should have stopped that freak right there.
And always...
You should have told him, damn, why you all up in the middle of the girls, man? Get over there. Come here, man. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Stop the freak right there.
Kind of being taken aback by that. But at that time, it was just very distinct that, okay, well, that's different. That's not what I'm used to. That seems not entirely okay, but what do I know? I'm a 16, 17-year-old knucklehead.
Knucklehead or not, Scott witnessed Epstein get unusually close to the sons, but mainly the daughters of the global establishment.
He was a teacher who seemed to show up at social events, parties, gatherings. Everything seemed very blurred in terms of the boundaries between students and him.
By the time that he left there 2 years later, in 1976, the school was basically chasing him out. They felt that his performance as a teacher was not strong enough to merit his continued employment.
I don't give a damn. I want to hear the truth. They went to school with him. Let's figure out how this shit happened. How did this occur?
And luckily for Jeffrey Epstein, and unluckily enough for the rest of us, Epstein found another place to work very soon after that.
That place was Bear Stearns, Wall Street's infamous cowboy investment bank.
When you make money, we make money.
A powerhouse that didn't care for credentials, which was lucky, given Epstein didn't have any, though he claimed he did. When his lies were exposed, instead of being shown the door, he was given a second chance.
This would be the first episode in a whole series of them over the ensuing decades, in which Epstein was caught red-handed, and instead of being punished in a serious way, people opted to look the other way. And so he was able to keep rolling forward.
He was backed by them people. He was backed by them people. He wasn't a normal dude. That's just what he wanted y'all to believe.
Forward with impunity.
But even Bear Stearns grew tired of Epstein's shady deals and abusive expenses, poised to punish him with a fine and a 2-month suspension. Instead, Epstein quit and set up on his own. But it didn't matter. His old company was more than happy to continue doing business with him.
He left and started tapping right back into that network, and it led.
It's funny how all these freaks, you know, they go through the steps to get success, college, and they try this or that, and they fail, and then they go, I'm going to do it on my own. Like Bill Gates and certain people, you know, they go to the garage, and somehow they sick mind, so obsessed with money and power, probably just to get some kids, which is terrible. You know, they do it, but it's funny how they can't comply with, you know, the normal structures of the, you know, education and the different things. They always on some weird stuff, and then they go do their thing. Money is a thing, you know, money is a big thing. Everybody want money, 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 but money ain't everything. You feel me? So you don't sell your soul. Live life, look in the mirror, be pure, you feel me? But these dudes is doing money. So that's when you get the sick, demonic shit that come into play. He said, I ain't get it, but text you from a new number. I bet.
For him to be introduced to some very powerful businessmen in various parts of the world. It allowed him to partner up with some Bear Stearns clients whose money he ended up stealing.
His connections also saw him partner up with young women, delivered directly to his apartment by his old bosses at Bear Stearns, including office assistant, 23-year-old Patricia Schmidt.
I was sent over there because my boss had asked me to deliver some papers to him.
Patricia Schmidt, blonde, she was probably tall, she's older now, but yeah, it does look like the target that he usually was going for.
And I went after work and I did exactly that. I think it was clearly my boss doing him a favor.
But Patricia was immediately hooked, and she and Epstein started a year-long...
Yo, what up, homie? I don't hear you. You hear me? Get your mic together. I don't know what's going on. But anyway. Yeah, I don't see the... Oh, I didn't add you to... Oh, did I add you? Yeah, I added you. Yeah, so if I don't see the light lighting up when you talk, that means your mic is on. Let's keep it going. Cheat challenge in the building. King Buddha. I know he got some shit to say about this when he figure out his mic.
...consensual relationship.
He seemed to be kind of the center of the universe. He was so confident. And he was so attractive. And he was so incredibly smart.
So what you're saying is it wasn't transactional?
No, nothing about it was transactional.
Did you?
I really feel like he was picked and he's under the Rothschild and all that. Like he knew what was going on and people was always over him. And you know, you meet people in college and high school and you meet them people. So he knew the road he was on. If you're looking for it, you're going to get it. He was looking for it. There you go.
Check. It was something in the back. I don't know. It's because it's a USB mic. So.
Yeah, whatever, fool. Now I'm playing. You got all that high tech shit over there. You playing games, damn it. Nah, what up,
brother? I haven't heard from you in such a minute, man. I've been seeing the post. I show love right away. But I haven't chatted
I appreciate it. I know how this shit be. I be trying to show love when I see your shit and all that, but I know how it is, so I don't never hold nothing against nobody. You smell me? Because we don't know anyway. To get our fans and then bring them together and do whatever the fuck. You feel me?
Facts. I appreciate that. I was like, man, I was seeing you talking about big dog Epstein here.
I'm back on it because you know they want us to forget about this. I spoke on the war and shit yesterday. We could get whatever, but you know what I mean. We
Let me just tell you that this guy right here is the biggest PDF dude in the world. over 500 bodies.
It's insane, bro. And it's like he has a whole conglomerate, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, the you're talking about the pyramid, the pyramid scheme of miners.
Illuminati, motherfucker. Fucking Illuminati. Fuck the Illuminati. I heard something. Oh, I'll be Illuminati for the money. I'll be Illuminati. Fuck out of here. You feel me? Sickos.
Yeah. You know what it is? Is that Illuminatis and all those people? That's from a fucking era where they made sense to themselves. Now, in an era where we could research things instantly, they just pick up a phone and cross-reference your bullshit. It don't rock, man.
It don't rock no more. He's a sicko, freako. We exposing it. So this girl, I think she ended up being she was a student of his, and then ended up dating him. Obviously, she was younger. She looked like she was back then. You feel me? But she old now. Somebody said, clout chasing. I don't give a damn. I want to know all the shit about this freak boy and how.
Yeah, no, nobody's gonna stop us from talking about it. What the fuck?
I ain't talking about me.
I'm surprised you ain't jump on the DOJ and look at the file yourself, yo. They got the whole shit there.
I know. I don't even want to do that. That's some other shit I have to read and shit. I don't even want to read. But yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. You said you don't want to read.
We can do that special if you want to read. We could pick out some stuff and do a special on that and concentrate on that. You feel me? But good time. Smell me. We always locked in. You already know. And let me keep this shit going.
You fall in love with him?
I think so. Yes. And I remember.
You can just raise your hand when you want to say something or whatever. Oh, she looked crazy there though. But hey, is that the same girl? That picture looked crazy. But it's all great. Let me stop.
But you know the saying: the white girls age like milk.
Yeah, you're right. Damn.
Gosh, when is he going to call again?
Patricia kept a diary of her time with Epstein.
Who knows what he really thinks of me?
It's a glimpse into their romance, but 40 years on, Patricia recognizes Epstein also treated her as currency, and she would prove to be the blueprint he'd use against so many other women.
Jeffrey phoned me yesterday and asked if I'd show a friend of his around Bear Stearns.
Oh, God.
His friend arrived with his father.
Did she just say Bear Stearns? What the fuck?
That's what she said.
I hope we're not going to tiptoe around this shit.
Let's go. What you mean?
Bear Stearns is involved. She had somebody show her around Bear Stearns, so he got pulled, even as a creep.
But I'm ignorant nigga. I don't even know Bear Stearns. What is that?
Oh, that's an investment house. One of the largest fucking hedge funds in the world. Bankers.
Yeah, that's what it's amazing. He was able to do that because these elites allowed it. All the powerful motherfuckers.
Next question is, who is this guy? Maybe we should indict him too.
Yep. And they all should pay a lot of money to the victims. All of the money.
Both from Switzerland.
Did you ever feel exploited by him or used by him?
He would ask me to meet clients, friends of his, go to lunch or go to dinner.
Do you think he was...
Okay, but we'll get to the business. What's going on? Like, sound normal.
She's glazing this shit. She's glazing.
Supplying you to these men to have sex with them?
I have to think absolutely yes.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. See, it's kind of weird though. I have to think absolutely. Yeah, I ain't gonna victim shame though. But once you it's not this. This don't sound like a situation where she was the little girl that got picked up in school for $100 and under the age and all that. She was a lady working secretary, this and that. She liked that shit. So I don't understand. You feel me? But I ain't gonna knock her yet. Not this yet.
I never did. I wasn't interested in any of these men. But, oh yes, I think it was very much his intent to make that trade.
But it's how Epstein turned his...
I guess she kept it real though, because she said it was his intent. Not kept it real because that's a bullshit answer, but she didn't say, yeah, he did. Yeah. You feel me? She was like, I believe it was his intent to blah, blah, blah. But let's be real here. She was too old at the time. She was just a broad that he had around, a nice looking, but she was too old for him. He didn't want her. You feel me?
Financial trades into mega millions that
The
has
mic went out. If you're talking, I don't know if you are or not, but
long
I
fascinated
always look at them 3 dots over your shit and see if it's reacting when you're talking.
investigative journalist David Enrich. He's been digging into how the working class kid accumulated so much wealth so quickly.
Epstein fashioned himself as this financial whiz that basically was
What kind of mic my boy got, man? Messing up this whole show, man. I'll just play. I'm happy to have my homie on here and shit. But yeah, man, it's like the way he was able to do this shit. He muted now, but before he wasn't muted. The way he was enabled to do this shit by the elites.
paralleled. One of the things we saw, though, the deeper we dug, was that the real way that Epstein was making money over and over again for year after year after year was lying and cheating and conning people.
Yep, there you go.
Seems
there you go.
Is
Yeah,
that this my bad, y'all? I want to apologize for the mic real quick. Just
yeah,
want to say
it's a big show. We got millions of people watching you over here. Feel me?
Yeah. Go ahead, go.
But look at this dude, man. They asked him if he was the devil.
Yo,
He
that
laughed.
dude looks like the devil. He looks like the type of guy that plays the devil in a movie.
I swear to God. If you think about all of it, like he looked like the devil. That's probably where they got the image. Yo,
Look at that
that's
guy.
it.
I could
Paint
match
his
him with a
face
whole
red.
bunch of Hollywood depictions.
You don't have to do nothing to his speeches. Paint his face red and give him some horns. That's the devil. He got it all.
You remember the devil's advocate, Pacino? Doesn't it look like him?
Man, look at how sick. Look what he's thinking right now. Look at him. He's thinking of some sick shit.
He's thinking about the little girls.
Eating human beings and sacrificing babies and the little girls that he
Did you know that his plan of eugenics was really like some shit that I did an episode on it. We went into the DOJ of that, and this guy wanted to have 20 babies at a time.
What you
mean?
mean?
To repopulate. He was trying to repopulate the earth, the United States, the whole earth again. And he figured if he could have 20 babies at a time, that would be 20 minors pregnant, right? By the time they have those 20 babies, there'll be 20 more coming on the way. This way, he could flood it with a whole bunch of babies, and eventually his kids will be maybe 2 centuries from now, the ones that are the politicians of tomorrow. And not only that, he had a designer baby farm where he was taking sperm from a lot of the famous people, like the prince and a whole bunch of people like that. These are allegations, of course. And he was going to make designer babies that other people could buy a baby. So if you wanted a baby, you and your wife wanted a baby that was going to be super athletic and everything, you could buy Michael Jordan's baby.
I definitely believe that.
Designer
I believe
baby.
that. But
had
ain't
that
Bill Gates his homie and everybody say, oh, Bill Gates want population control. He wanted to kill all people. But you're saying he wanted to.
No. He's with Bill Gates on that.
I know, but so he wanted to kill off everybody else, but he only have his.
Repopulate the earth.
But who's to say he ain't doing it still right now? They say he alive.
Nobody proved he's dead. We just saw a body get, and he's the first guy in the Department of fucking Corrections that has ever been sent a decoy car ahead of him. They said, no, we sent a car ahead so the media could follow, and his body went in another body. That's never happened in the Department of Corrections ever, with no high-profile murders, no high-profile bodies, none of that shit. Why him? It was a decoy. It was a decoy for a reason.
Wow. Some crazy shit, bro.
Bro, there was all types of speculations that your man was back online, and that even fucking that other chick, the Giselle, what's her name? Giseline? That Giseline was spotted. Same chick, bro. Just with dyed hair. Talk the same pitch, the same tone, the same pace. Looks exactly like the chick. And then the one that's in jail don't even look like the chick that went to jail.
Nah.
Your muscles are different. Yo, on my mom, bro, these niggas got away with it. Allegedly. I heard what they do. They murder people. They end people, bro. They unalive
Too
people.
much stuff, bro. Too much stuff. It's too much coincidences. You smell me? We covered that a lot. Too much.
Financial Whiz Kid Act worked on someone who should have known better. A whale of the business world, Leslie Wexner is the billionaire behind Victoria's Secret. But in the late 80s, he met Epstein. And as this document shows, in 1991, Wexner gave him power of attorney, putting him in charge of billions of dollars and launching Epstein into the stratosphere of the global elite.
Global elite.
Wexner.
Why?
That's the weirdest thing ever. And did you see his interview?
Bro.
His lawyer told him, I will fucking kill you if you don't shut the fuck up. Or something.
Yeah, that's the guy that would do. The lawyer was saying that crazy talk to in front of everybody.
Yes, that's him.
Okay. So then now you know.
Him, why you give Epstein all this bread? What the fuck is going on? And the lawyer is like, yo, shut the fuck up.
That's the guy. That's the guy. And let me tell you, Epstein's not the first billionaire to do this shit with the baby farms. There's another guy that just got caught called Peter Nygaard, who's the owner of some famous shit, bro. This is amongst billionaires. They're the ones who control the baby farm industry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might be going too deep, but I do believe he's a plant still from the youngin'. And they was like, okay, and they got some extra mafia shit going on. And this motherfucker was picked. Oh, you gotta give this kid the money. And so, sick shit. I don't know, but I'm just saying it ain't all as simple as we know. It's deeper than that. These motherfuckers been doing this for years, and they've been controlling the world for years. And Epstein been doing this freak shit for 3 presidencies. You smell me?
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
3 presidents.
He's been doing this. He's been doing it for a minute.
8 years. And this nigga, Clinton.
And from New York, too. They're doing it live from New York. And did you see the torture? Did you see the ranch in Santa Fe? How scary that shit is? It's up on a hill, and the closest thing to that place is Area 51. So if you try to run away, there's no way. Bro, it's a nightmare, bro. A nightmare. The front door, the gate, is 3,000 yards away. The police had to wait 30 minutes just to get in. You know how much evidence you get rid of in 30 minutes?
So you think this capitalistic society is cool, you know what I mean? Based on, because I'm just saying that because you see what we could get, what could happen, the monstrosity that go on because of money was able to enable them to do this. You feel me? The money brought them the power, I think. And it's like, you feel me? Certain countries with the monarchy, you know what I mean? We all against communism. Oh, hell, dumb communism. Fuck that. And social, whatever. You feel me? But this shit right here is enabling sickos to do sick shit, though. You feel me?
Hey, Bush, and you know what I want to say too is that you got to remember that we think that this is a free economy. We have to remember that we're under a monarch. All of this shit is under Britain rule. All of the money we borrow is from the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not even in the United States. You understand? So this is all of it is a borrow system. From who are we borrowing from? From the people we are an attachment to. The monarch we are attached to. The mighty ego. That's why there's egos on our coins, on our dollars. You understand? Those are the people who run the monopoly.
Yeah,
so it's a Wild West right now. These billionaires are doing whatever they want because the queen can't come here and put sanctuaries.
They said Epstein is behind some of the crypto too. He's a fucking dude behind some major crypto shit.
Of course, he's the guy. They are alleging that in the Department of Justice's documents of the Epstein files that have been available to the public by your own free will, that has an email where he speaks of being Satoshi the dude who started crypto. He's the guy. He chose that name. He's like, I like that name. You understand what I'm saying? So once people start putting it together and they figure it out, I think that nobody's going to want to possess a coin that was started by the world's most prolific rapist. Our word is. You know?
Disgusting.
Was the money behind the
Or
monster.
that's a way to
Webster
collapse
had-
the system. Or that's the way to collapse the system, the bankers themselves. Hey, listen, maybe I'm talking too much. Go ahead, play that shit. I'm bugging,
The people don't want the people don't deserve a collapsed system because of these evil elites. But
think about it. If crypto is decentralized and banks can never have no type of centralizing for it, because that's what makes it crypto, right? Then it's in the bank's best interest to put him as the creator so Bitcoin could collapse. Then they buy up whatever is left, and then all of a sudden they clarify things, and now crypto is centralized by the banks, the same people who have been taking us for suckers.
it was weird. All that's Epstein, obviously, for some reason, is got the crypto looking crazy. I ain't gonna blame it on just that because we're going through a lot of stuff in the world. But it was weird how, I seen somebody who I knew owned a couple, or had a couple of them. I think he, got paid, but he was sick. He lost some bread, but he said he's gonna keep it and it's gonna go up or whatever. But you know what I mean? When you got a couple of them and you lose half of it, that hurt.
Yeah. It's not gonna go back up. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That if there's a coup against anything, it would be the freedom of people having their own coin. Crypto means that the people, not governments, not banks, that the people have something they cannot control, right? That's what the definition of Bitcoin is. That's why people who are rich overnight, right? However, if it's not in the best interest of banks, then it's in the best interest of banks to make it visually real to the public, the same way, we saw the towers get hit by a plane, that this guy created Bitcoin. And then when it crashes and Bitcoin is $1, the banks will buy every existing Bitcoin because you cannot duplicate them. And then when they own them, they could set the prices, just like they do with the inflation and dollars and credit cards and APRs and mortgage loans and real estate. You know what I'm saying? They control everything. That's what they don't control.
Yikes. Scary.
Granted Epstein virtually unfettered control over his entire multi-billion-dollar fortune. And this vaulted Epstein from being kind of a single-digit millionaire, perhaps, into someone who would, in short order, become one of the richest people in the United States.
It will not be on the video, but we do have it recorded.
The latest trove of Epstein files threw up this gem
when in
2019, Epstein seemed assured.
He said, I sold all my crypto. A lot of OGs were saying, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. And a lot of youngins was like, nope, it's going to be like this. Man.
It could be a coup on our freedom, on having our own money. If you have a Bitcoin, you don't owe the bank nothing. That shit could be $1 million. You will not owe the bank nothing. If you have money in a saving account and it goes up, you got to pay a fee.
This is true.
He was the financial genius he sold himself as.
Do you think that there's anybody that understands money or understands the world's financial system as good as you?
There must be.
Nobody.
But it doesn't come to the top of the head.
No.
Okay, fine.
This pseudo interview in 2019 with firebrand Trump advisor Steve Bannon was meant to be a training session to help Epstein rehabilitate his.
Sound like Steve Bannon was almost his homie, though, a little bit.
I'm going to tell you, this guy right here didn't go down when he did that pyramid scheme with that other guy that made him rich from Bear Stearns. Oh no, he wasn't from Bear Stearns. He was from an investment company, and he was a millionaire already. And he's the one that put this man on. And they did a big pyramid scheme where the other guy went to jail. He didn't. This guy is sanctioned by people that we do not even know exist right now. He's not dead, man. This guy's worth too much. He controls money supplies. He's what you call a money maker.
Money maker, huh? Damn. Risk taker.
Reputation. Its recent release in the files is an intriguing insight into a man just months away from having his privileged world ripped away.
If you just ask a question, is your money dirty money?
No, it's not.
Of course not.
So, in fact,
why is it not dirty money?
Because I earned it. A heart.
But you.
That's the beauty of it. His money's not dirty money. That's the beauty of it. But you know what? What you can't say that it's old money. Nobody before him had that money.
Yeah, because he got broke off by the fucking freak old man. Gave a lot of money.
And then Wes Lexner took him in and gave him a power of attorney. Tell me, what would you do, right? If somebody said, you don't have to come into my store, but you could cook my book, you could do my books. And you see, damn, this nigga got so much money, I could take $11 million, you won't know.
Yeah, you might be tempted. The average human being gonna be tempted to finesse that for sure.
This human being would.
Him for sure, no doubt about it. But you was asking me, I don't know if I fuck up my job on some grimy foul shit.
Listen, I'm not gonna admit to no crimes right now, but in my lifetime, I had the opportunity and I took it. And let me tell you that I got away from that without having to pay no restitution. I don't know what's the statute of limitation on shit, but I could tell you that if you are in the millions, bro. If this guy is giving me power of attorney to his companies, he got Victoria's Secret, this bullshit, that bullshit, bro, he won't even notice I took 11 million.
Yeah, I know, but the average will be like, oh, I'm scared he gonna fire me. I'm gonna mess up my job.
This motherfucker did that and did that and did that. And when he got caught, you could see that's why they got rid of him, because he did something that he took. He never spoke about it. He never pressed charges. Why? Because I cooked your books. Now you got illegal cooking going in your shit. You might as well shut the fuck up. And by the way, the 100 million that you saw me take, I'm gonna need another 100 million so nobody says I stole from you.
The devil.
The devil.
Earned it. We went back to this before. You earned it. You earned it advising the worst people in the world, right? That do enormous bad things, and just to make more money. What are you, class 3 sexual predator?
Oh, wow.
Tier 1.
What's tier 1's the highest and worst?
No, I'm
the lowest.
I'm the lowest.
You're the lowest. Okay, tier 1.
Only because you have money for that lawyer. That's the only reason why you ain't get what you fucking.
When a billionaire takes a smear like that, you got to know that the shit he really did was way worse. Because he wouldn't even take that L. Look at for example, what happened to Eddie Murphy when he got caught with the
yeah.
Got swept under the rug, right?
Under
that's
the rug.
A millionaire. That's a millionaire. When whatchamacallit, Magic Johnson got AIDS. Swept under the rug. We forgot about it, right? He's a millionaire. Yeah. This guy is a billionaire. If he has to take a L that says tier 1 sexual predator or whatever the fuck, bro, just imagine what he did.
Exactly.
Damn.
He did. Damn. Yeah, that's a good ass point.
That's crazy. Wow.
You're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
Whew. Nobody's gonna know the whole truth because he's still rocking now, man. He can't. It's not the end.
The whole shit is he was a teacher at first.
I don't know how he got into that fucking school.
Me neither. That's why I don't like the way they hiring these motherfuckers, because obviously
that's a missing link right there. There's something missing, right? It's a hole in the story right there.
Swear to God, man.
Yeah, no, how he got into Dalton. What is it, Dalton? What the fuck was the name of that shit? Your man was rocking out. Out.
He wasn't married, had no girlfriend, and you need to have some type of requirements to be, I think.
Yeah, yo, and he had to have graduated to go into that school, and he never did. I think he left the school and then he went there. He gassed him up. He got that, and he used that credential to get into the fucking investment world. So he did everything like a scheme. Pretty good guy.
This is my swimming pool.
Pretty horrible.
Yeah, but people saying all that, and that's how they're trying to portray it. But at the same time, oh, Rockefeller, now you're on the trilateral board and this and that. And then, I gotta verify it, but dude on Joe Rogan said he is a direct descendant of the Roth
Wow.
thing.
Wow.
Whatever. Swear to God, I'll find it. It was on Joe Rogan, but I ain't really verify it. But it's like this shit is not a coincidence. I'm trying to say, like the priesthood and shit, how the Catholics Some of them, the tradition was to play with kids. Let's be honest here. There was a big scandal, and then everybody stopped talking about it, and it's just under the rug, and the church still goes on. But I'm saying these things be old traditions. So I'm reaching probably, I don't give a fuck, but I know he ain't just come from nowhere. He had backup CIA, FBI, all kind of shit going on.
How you buy an island? How you get a place in Santa Fe next to Area 51?
Copper Island. Fly whoever out. Come on tomorrow.
No one's allowed to dock here.
Of course not.
The Epstein files are an X-ray of the extraordinary life Jeffrey Epstein was enjoying at the peak of his power.
Why was he holding a child?
You know why? Sure.
This is a guy who should never have nobody's children next to him.
To show the power that he got.
Wow. That's scary, man. Man,
if that ain't the creepiest fucking face you ever see. If you see this teacher and your daughter in school, wouldn't you be looking at him like, oh nah, this dude's a fucking scumbag freak? I'm sorry. Because I could just see it.
He reminds me of that other crazy guy. What was it? John Wayne Gacy?
Yeah, looked like one of them type. Yep.
Yeah.
Real wacko. Feel me?
Long gone was the working class boy from Brooklyn. This was a man with billions to spend and no shortage of things to buy.
From sun up, sundown, we get money, 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 money.
The photos that we've seen are revealing in a number of ways. First and foremost, it shows the just enormous amount of stuff that hundreds of millions of dollars can buy, whether it is mansions, private planes, private islands.
He might have had plenty of money, but Epstein needed something more. And he found it in Ghislaine Maxwell.
Wow.
Maxwell, she said, I ain't telling. Go to hell. I do my 20 years because I am a ride or die bitch. Crazy ass dog. Evil ass.
Listen, I'm going to say this. I don't got no smoke with none of those two. More power to you if you guys are still alive and kicking out there enjoying life. But
I got smoke.
It is crazy, man. How you got to have a lot of money to get away with shit.
He's scared. He's scared of the elites. Fuck them. Come for me. No.
You think this is a banking beef? This looks like a banking beef. Like they set them up to show they got the control of the money.
Fuck them. Fuck both of them. Now you're gonna find me in the alley with a heroin needle in my arm.
Yo, Epstein, he's playing, yo. He's playing, man. We're commentators. We're supposed to be funny.
Took it out. Oh, I didn't even know who turned the joke code. Motherfucker, they got me.
That's
the motherfucker fitting on whatever.
British socialite gave him entree to the upper class world of prestige, glamour, and on the surface at least, respectability.
She was someone who was basically an aristocrat. She rolled in aristocratic circles, and she brought Epstein along for that ride. And it was around this time that Epstein starts showing up at the White House, for example, and starts interacting with people like Prince Andrew. It creates this aura around him that he is one of the best connected and most powerful people in the world. That helps him attract new people who will help him make more money. It helps him lure more young women and girls into his web. And it allows Epstein to become who he became. And Maxwell played an instrumental role in that.
No way.
But as we're reminded in this release of the files, behind the opulence, this depraved couple was running an international sex trafficking ring and systematically raping girls as young as 14.
So this is Okeechobee Middle School.
That's where she recruited.
But you saw his scheme was so flawless, right? He gets a girl, he gives her 200. He says, you bring a friend, I'll give her 200 and you too.
That's some bullshit. That's fucked up.
I went to school here on and off from 6th grade.
200 literally like a penny to us for him. 200. Less than a penny, actually.
You got to think about it. Maybe he was forward thinking. If I give her 200, and then I give her friend 200 and her 200 for bringing her friend. And then her friend brings 5 people, and I got to give her 200 for all 5 people plus 200 to the other people. So he was thinking in big numbers already.
Yeah, I know. But
He knew his pyramid was going to grow fast.
Devious too, because he could give them bros big money too. But what they gonna do? Go spend it, and then somebody gonna say, "Where you get that?" And then boom, they coming back. So he knew keep it a level. You feel me?
And another thing was that he knew that there's no way you could pin him because the one who brought the girl was the friend.
Sick.
Grade to 8th grade feels weird. It feels ghostly. This is the start of where my whole world changed. So it's emotional and makes me angry.
A broken kid from a broken home.
Yeah, man. Condolences to the to the victims here. Feel me? That's why we ain't gonna forget. We gonna always speak on this bullshit and bring awareness to this freak shit that these elites do and these evil motherfuckers do out here.
That's why we do this, man. We do this for the victims because they didn't have a voice. Obviously, they were scared to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Jenna Lisa Jones was just 14 when she was lured into Epstein's vile world in 2004 by his network of young recruiters.
See what I'm saying?
How did your world collide with his?
We were all hanging out and
Yep, had a network of girls, like a pimp, basically, for little girls.
A pimp that didn't have to pimp them because they will pimp each other just to get extra money.
They pimp each other.
listening to music, and then they were making jokes, and they started making jokes about a guy named Jeff, and he was like a weird old guy that liked to get massages, and he would pay $200, and $200 sounded great. I mean, my mom was addicted to drugs. There was times I didn't have food, had nowhere, you know.
Yeah,
so
she is the perfect candidate.
You prey on the poor and destroy their childhood for your evil, sick ways.
That's crazy.
Destroy the poor childhood. You know, the poor kids usually go through the most sexual abuse and all that type of shit, for sure.
For sheezy, man. That's
usually a lot of times by rich people, and they treat their kids a certain way, but they want to, sick.
Did you hear the tour that he used to give them through the house? It was like almost like glorifying his godlike power. So when he gave them $200 and told them, "Yo, bring a friend, I'll give you 200," they were like privileged to be part of the organization.
They're like 200. Wow, I never heard that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another 200 when I bring my homegirl. Oh, I'm gonna bring 5 of them. I'm gonna have 1,000. It's bad, man. Look at her. She's destroyed, man. I feel fucking bad for her.
Yeah.
it seemed.
He fucked.
Why not?
It seemed like the only decision you could make in that moment as a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Is the news reporter getting
a decision
flashbacks?
forced by circumstances that completely altered Jenna Lisa's life. She'd been delivered into a rock spider's web at the pedophile's mansion in Palm Beach, Florida. It was just 10 kilometers from her trailer park neighborhood, but in every other sense, a world away.
Wow.
Bro, I feel like he targeted her. Just get the fuck out of here. That's not that random.
Sick stuff going on, bro. Sick behavior. I mean, what more can I say? Hey, Chi, I want to get into something else, so I want to
yeah. Go ahead, man. If you want to swap out,
end this, and then we're gonna come back with a live right back like that. I got something. Feel me? But man, like I said, to the victim, salute. We ain't gonna forget. We gonna be back on this all the time, covering it, and that's what it is. We gonna, by the time all our people gonna know every fucking letter in that file, in the Epstein file. Hey, that redacted shit, we gonna have to figure that shit out.
Yeah, man. Shouts to all the victims. All 500 of you are not forgotten.
Yeah, for sure. Peace, y'all. We about to bounce back on some other shit.
Tap in for the next episode.
Cheap challenge.